That'll do it. Hello everyone, welcome to An Idiot Aboard. Danny, you're idiot. And well, you know the drill by now. There's boards all around us. What are we doing today? Well, I'm going to catch you up with what I've been doing. I haven't filmed anything for a while because I've had to get shit done. And faffing around, setting up the camera. You know, now I'm a pro. Who am I kidding? Messing around with the camera takes up quite a bit of time, so I had to get on with doing what I'm doing because, as you know, we've had to make a few alterations for various reasons due to the Child Protection Service insisting that we make a few changes down here so that the house itself is safer. You know, with the because we've got 3 foster kids, so they carry out inspections, and we've had a very busy summer, and I now find myself, I'm recording this on Friday at, what's the time? 11:51. Recording this on Friday at 11:50, and they're coming at 10 a.m. Monday to have a look around to make sure that the work has been done, not to a satisfactory standard. They're not, they're not coming to do a building inspection. They're just coming to see that it's been done. So that the house is safer. Doesn't have to look good, just has to get done. And that's the whole point. So, without buggering around any further and wasting more of your time, I'm just going to give you a quick look at what I've done so far, what's left, and where we go next. Stick around. So you may remember the little annex to my workshop. Sometimes I call it my wife's workshop. It's not a workshop at all. It's a storeroom, really. And you may remember that, we had all kinds of stuff in there. From previous videos, you'd have seen it, all the old Christmas stuff, decorations for other holidays, old, winter stuff, because we're we're near the end of summer now, so some of that stuff's going to have to start coming out. Excuse my hand. And so, I've gradually been moving stuff out, making a mess in the lounge in our basement, and stripping the walls back. So here's where we are so far. I'm just going to flip this around. So there used to be wooden shelves all on this side, and the walls were lined with that crap. And that's what the contention has been. That's what the bone of contention has been for the DPG. They wanted that paneling off. They said that was the stuff that was causing the problem, so it's off. And we've got that. We had styrofoam up here, and that had been there since we moved in. So I've removed all of that. Stuffed insulation, fiberglass insulation. I hate that crap. Yeah. But anyway, I had some of that. That's all gone up in the rafters, and I've used whatever scraps of bloody plasterboard, gyprock drywall, whatever you want to call it, depending on where you're from. I've used scraps of it to stick up there. I had to batten in the pipe up there, the drainage pipe for the sink and everything upstairs, in the kitchen and the dishwasher. No, all unexpected. But you can see, it's not great work. If I was on a building site, I'd be embarrassed by that. Get fired for that crap. But I've had to use what I've got. Because as I've told you before, I'm cheap and I don't want to spend money if I don't have to. Not because I'm cheap, because no, fuck it, I'm cheap. I'm cheap. I am an absolute miser. So I'm using reclaimed stuff where I can. And so this is where we're at. So what I'm going to do today, and I won't film me tidying up, for God's sakes, nobody wants to see that. I'm just letting you know where we're at. But today, this is all coming out so that I can take these down, these shelves here, and down the bottom there, you can see they're all the way along there, and getting all of this out so that I can get the rest of this crap out of here from what remains of the old door in here. So that's all coming out hopefully today if I've got the time. Okay, and then we'll see about filling in that back. As you can see there, I've told you before, we've got plasterboard from the ceiling down and then nothing at the bottom. We'll see if we can do something. I don't really know if I need to do anything about that, to be honest. I don't mind it being concrete. This is a cold room, so I may just leave it. Sod it. It's the same in here, actually. in my workshop as I spin you round. Don't get dizzy now. Then if you can see the little gap there, plasterboard comes down from the ceiling and then ends there, and behind it is concrete. And that wall, which faces onto the neighbour's house, because this is a semi-detached, I'm such a child. That's concrete as well, nothing there. I'm going to stud that and frame it properly, put some OSB or plywood up there to frame it all in and to get a nice surface on it. Probably going to end up doing the same to this wall eventually as well. It's all going to take some time because, again, I don't like spending the money. So anyway, let's focus on this room for now, because this is the important one to get done for Monday. We'll catch you in a minute. Now, I had to pause Squeeze pulling muscles from a shell to film this bit, so pay attention, you buggers. This is where we've got. Let me flip you around. So, gone. They're all gone. Ha! Got it, except for the empty wine bottles, of course, that we used to make our own wine in and haven't done for years. Just shove them out the way, because I've got nowhere else to put them at the minute, but I'll be careful, I won't break them. He says, pointing at the broken vase. But that's it, this room, apart from a couple of things I just shoved at the back out the way, because they're just going to be coming back here and here anyway, and they're useful as a table. They have stayed in here. So this room is now empty. All that's left is to get what remains of the old door. They used to have a door here, you can see the end of it there, which I'm keeping that side, because that's my French tool wall. I'm going to get that down, the rest of this crap here. Get that down, get that down. There's a bit of stud work at the back. Keep that there, come in handy. I've got some nice wood out of it. Tons of bloody wood out of it. This is all the crap that's leaving and being thrown out. Look at all that. I might keep those. Those were little raised areas out of old pallets that he made just to keep it up, just in case it ever floods down here. It keeps stuff up off the floor a certain amount, which is all right. We might keep that. They could come in handy, because it goes from there right into that corner and then across into the back corner there where the pipe goes up and into that frame that I had to build. Whew, I'll tell you what though, this place was built in the 70s, 1977, and the bloke who lived here first was very obviously, or his kids maybe, him if he was a bit weird, but someone in the family anyway, was very obviously a fan of the Quebecois children's TV show Passepartout. Because these are not just in here, they're actually in the main workshop as well. If I take you through, you can see there's some old posters up behind the wall as well. The only poster I've ever put, or the only thing I've ever put on the wall in here myself, is that old card from my daughter one Valentine's Day when she was in primary school, bless her. But that's the only thing of mine I've got up. Everything else on the wall. Oh, and of course, this is mine too. I put that there. And that's true. But there we go. So yeah, they're obviously a fan of Passepartout. So what we're going to do with all this, that's going to be boarded up probably with OSB, because like I say, it's cheap and it's the only thing I'm willing to buy. I may or may not continue the plasterboard, gyprock, whatever you want to call it, drywall down here. I may OSB it and have half and half, or I may just say sod it, don't need it, this is a cool room anyway. So the only wall that needs to be insulated is that one, because that's my downstairs lounge. My dartboard is just about there on the other side of that wall. You can probably see the circle in the fiberglass insulation there, where the power of my darts. What the crap am I on about? Anyway, then I'll waffle on some crap at times. So that's the situation so far. So what's left? Get this out, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a nice long wall along here, which I shall end about there, because I've got my mitre saw set up there and I want it kept there. So I have a nice long run, a little mitre station that I can use. You know, 8-foot boards. I'll maybe make it 7.5 feet. Something like that, from the blade to about here. So that's the plan. That's why that is coming out. That's why all of this here is coming out. Because I selfishly want more room for me. Me, 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 me. See you later. Alright, so we are done. I have a wall that comes all the way through my workshop. and along to the end. And I've started scraping off some of the Passepartout posters. Sorry, Quebec, but it has to be done. Yeah. So, technically, I'm ready for Monday. I've just got to get that crap out. Well, I mean, I don't have to. It's off the wall. That's what they wanted. But I've got to dump it. It doesn't look good. Can't leave it there forever. We're going to have some... I'm going to buy some shelving. I'm going to cheat. This is a woodwork channel, but I'm going to cheat because this isn't a woodwork room. I'm going to buy some of those rubberized plastic, whatever they are, shelving units from Costco, probably. Put them in here so that we can store everything properly, nicely, neatly, floor to ceiling, if I can. And possibly at that end as well, and maybe across the back, so that we can get everything in nice and neatly. So it's not the mess it was in before, so we can properly store stuff in this room. Make it a proper storeroom, so that can be a proper workshop. Proper workshop, that's a laugh, isn't it, with me in there? Right, well, that's your lot for today. Like I say, I've not filmed a lot because I've just had to crack on and do it. There's a lot of clean-up to do, but that can be done over the course of the weekend. And then I've got to go out and buy the OSB that I'm going to put on the walls. Buy some extra for in here because I want to OSB that wall. That one. That way I can screw whatever the hell I want into wherever the hell I want. I'm going to do the other. In fact, I'll do the lot in OSB, I think, except for this one that I've already started. May as well get it over and done with. It's easier, cheaper, and hell, we've already established I'm cheap. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I don't know how long this one's going to be because I don't know what I filmed, to be honest. I'll see you in the edit. I'm hoping it's not too long because it's not been that interesting, really, is it? Just me talking about stuff I've already broken, which could be a very long video if I wanted it to be, because Christ, I'm clumsy. Anyway, we'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.